Mark Geragos, Geragos, with Mr. Brown as counsel.
Mary Murray, Deputy District Attorney on behalf of the people.
Thank you. You're here for arraignment or complaint?
That's correct.
All right, and Mr. Brown, how do you plead to count one, a violation of section 245A1 of the Penal Code?
Correct.
And sir, as to count two, a violation of section 422 of the Penal Code Criminal Threats charge. All right, thank you very much. Typically, we'd have a prelim around April 16th. Have you been discussing dates among yourselves?
We have, Your Honor, and I've checked with your clerk. My understanding is that the best of all the worst dates is April the 29th.
That's bad, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So, and we, as a setting date, which would be 0:30, and we're willing to waive time.
All right, do we need to put it 30 days out from that date?
Yes. And there's still discovery and there's ongoing discussion, so we wanted to make sure that we kept it in this month as a 0:30 date. There's also a 977B waiver, so depending, we've got a little bit of flexibility in terms of me making the appearance around it.
All right, then, Mr. Brown, in order for me to set a prelim setting date of April 29th, you would have to waive your right to have your preliminary hearing within the current period and agree that you would, or Mr. Geragos on your behalf, would come back on April 29th, and that would be a 0:30 date, meaning we would have the preliminary hearing sometime within that 30-day period. Do you agree with that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel?
Yes, sir.
And people have no problem with that?
No problem.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we'll see you back around the 20th then. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Big motion to remain seated if you're here. Remain seated for a moment, please. We ask for a moment. Remain seated, please. Remain seated. Remain seated, please.
Okay. Chris, how'd it go?
What happened today was that Chris Brown entered a not guilty plea to both of the counts of the felony complaint against him. What happened this afternoon is what we fully expected would happen this afternoon. It's merely a routine matter that a defendant at his arraignment enters an initial plea of not guilty. Rihanna's position in this case remains the same, namely, she will do everything that the law requires her to do. If asked to testify, she will do so.
Did you talk to Chris about this at all directly? Did they discuss this?
I'm not discussing her personal life. Thank you so much. Rihanna will do everything that the law requires her to do.
Violating his probation. On the other hand, anything can happen. This is a trial. Anything can happen. Yeah.
His strategy for him to plead not guilty? And why?
Well, what else could he do but plead not guilty at this stage? Sure, he could have pled guilty, but the only way a guilty plea would have been accepted by the DA is if he pled to a felony, and I can't believe Chris Brown at this point thinks pleading to a felony is in his best interest. Perhaps he's hoping that Rihanna will not testify. Perhaps he's hoping that Rihanna will, if she doesn't testify, or if she does testify, will testify that he didn't do anything really as certainly as bad as people think he did. He's hoping for some benefit from a jury. Pleading to a felony right now, probably not in his best interest. Maybe down the road, though.
He was wearing a black sweater and black slacks and diamond earrings, and he stood before the judge and was asked how he pled to 2 counts, and each one he answered very softly. You almost couldn't hear him, not guilty. And then his lawyer and the prosecutor said they had been talking about a schedule for further proceedings, and they agreed on April 29th for a preliminary hearing setting date which means the preliminary hearing will not start that day, but they will then come up to another date. However, after it was all over, the lawyer for Rihanna came outside, Don Etra, and he basically said that they hope to reach a resolution by then, that they will not have to set a preliminary hearing, that they will not have to set a trial, that by then there will be an agreement to come to some kind of a deal on what will happen to Chris Brown.